from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Fitzpatrick. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Brings up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. They'll buy some time right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Rolling to his right. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jimenez. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. A give to Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Finding Miller once more, complete.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Scotty Miller.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
He'll get this off to Swift.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Wilson. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Wilson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good. For a Lions. First down.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And shutting him off, now open field. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On first down, Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. Fitzpatrick. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Bucs try it on fourth down but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Open man completes it to Butler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
First and goal at the 40-yard line.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there on the catch and run.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try again with Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Ronald Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
21, Buccaneers 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
And the Lions first down.
They go play action with Wilson. This is caught. And he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And Fitzpatrick's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. Going deep this time for Miller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gosling.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Detroit. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
97 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action, Fitzpatrick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. Finds a seam inside the 40. And some room to maneuver. And down to the 16-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll try the left side. Moore. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Fitzpatrick. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. On the move to his left. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That is caught by Anderson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
To throw is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Russell Wilson punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Sliding out of the pocket. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10. Running right, Jones. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The Bucs on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is third and 7. Fitzpatrick now. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, I could put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Completes it to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal, Tampa Bay.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Lions 42, Buccaneers 28.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with your theme there.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And running with power here. Touchdown, Detroit. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Open man, that's Renfro. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Throw left side complete. That's Jimenez. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Lions 49.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jimenez. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The open man here, Renfro. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
And Fitzpatrick's throw taken in by Miller.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll go down at the 28.
Jones, the ball carrier. Julian Okwara on the tackle. A gain of 4 yards.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Throw left side complete. That's Jimenez. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, I think the Bucs Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
Fitzpatrick.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Fitzpatrick to throw.
Going up top for Miller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Now Fitzpatrick.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 35 on... And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a